Hi, Sleevers. This is Keisha, the Goodbye Girl VSG, coming to you week 29, March 19th, 2017. And I started my journey. I'm 227 today, still, 2 weeks after I came to you last time at 227. I started my journey at 292 pounds 7 months ago, August 29th, 2016, in Monterey, California, with Dr. Chang. I'm 5'8" and I'm 50 years old. So, where am I this week? I am having a battle with myself. I have not gained any weight back. I'm still losing, I'm losing very slowly. I probably lose like 3 or 4 pounds a month, and I'm just not losing regularly. So I find myself, if I've made a couple videos now where I've kind of just let myself vent and stuff, and what I'm coming to terms with is that I've lost my support network, number one, because I moved 6 weeks ago, and so I've put myself in a stressful situation where my routine was broken. I left a situation where I had a lot more time on my hands for self-care, and that was great after surgery. But I'm not even halfway to my goal yet. I've done 7 out of 12 months, so I still have 5 months left in my honeymoon period, but I'm not using those months well. The last 2 months have been kind of wasted with sort of a half-assed attempt at losing weight, and that's why I'm fighting with myself, because I want to lose weight, but I've lost the drive to really focus on the discipline that needs to be there to not just be maintaining my weight. I think I've found a healthy lifestyle for maintaining my weight, and that's about what I'm doing. I still manage to have some loss, but what I think is healthy eating, and staying, within the approximately 1,000 to 1,100 calorie range for me equals maintenance. So I think I've gotten comfortable with what I'm doing, and I think I'm making healthy choices, but they're not weight loss choices. So I've been struggling with this for a while. I think I've been struggling with whether or not I'm in a stall, or not really losing regularly, or not really being super successful since about Thanksgiving. And I don't think I can call it a stall anymore. I think some of it is slipping into some not bad habits for some, like what I'm eating and doing might be weight loss for someone else. I can tell you I'm not eating hamburgers and french fries or drive-through or pizza. I'm not making classic bad choices that are super obvious to the average person. If I hung out with you for a week, you'd probably say, well, that girl eats really healthy. She eats really fresh food, and she walks and she has a healthy lifestyle. But for me to lose weight, I've learned that I lose a lot more weight eating 800 to 900 calories a day, and exercising at least an hour 4 or 5 days a week. And that takes a lot of goddamn discipline. I mean, forgive my language, but it really does. I mean, and maintaining that for a really long period of time for most of us that work and commute and have other responsibilities, it's really hard to keep that momentum up, and that's where I'm falling short. I had a reason in my life, which is a move that kind of shook things up for me, and maybe the holidays started that off. My routine got messed up. Then I went to a stressful situation, and I have been surviving the best I can. But I feel like part of me is like accepting that I'm not going to lose any more weight and just not doing anything about it. And frankly, I'm really mad at myself. I'm so mad at myself for picking up that half a sandwich at lunch instead of just eating chicken breast off of the salad. Or I don't know why I can't seem to go back to eating protein shakes and string cheese and beef jerky and weighing and measuring my food. The snacks I was choosing before, let's say 3 months ago, those things were working for me. Not all the time, but I was losing like 7 or 8 pounds a month, and now I'm losing like 3 or 4 pounds a month. So I went from eating 8 to 900 calories a day, and I think that some people that are where I am are also eating 1100 calories a day, or maybe 1,000, and they are losing, and I'm not. And the only real reason that that is that I I should be eating under 40 grams of carbs a day. And when I say carbs, I am not having like obvious carbs. I'm not having like potatoes and rice and things like that anymore. But I do have the occasional low carb tortilla, or I have some protein bars that maybe have too many carbs in it, like 18 to 20 grams. And I'm just picking things that are just healthy enough that I think that they're okay, but they're really not. And especially as things add up through the day, my calories are still acceptable, but I think the content is still too carby somehow. Whether that's in the agave or the honey that slips into my bars or things like that, I can't seem to separate healthy eating, like going in and getting a green juice and spirulina in my smoothie or whatever, or a garden burger. These are healthy choices, but they're healthy for people that have a healthy weight, and I need to focus on weight loss. And not that I don't want to be healthy, but I think LA has a ton of to-go places with healthy foods like smoothies and garden burgers and fresh salads and chia seed pudding with berries on it and stuff. And that's all super healthy, way better than eating burgers. And farmers market food is great, but I'm not losing weight. So I have to be accountable to that. And I have to own up to the fact that I don't have the same lifestyle that I used to. And I'm not logging my food anymore. I'm not weighing and measuring. That's not true. I do log my food, but I log at the end of the day mostly, and it's too late to do anything about it. And I am not weighing every day anymore. So part of me in here has lost interest. That says to me when I'm not getting up and like fighting myself to weigh myself, like the fact that I'm weighing myself once or twice a week is like means I'm just not that interested. And I don't know why, because I really do want to lose weight. I think I've just given up because it's just not happening for me. And yet I could make it happen. It would be extremely difficult. I'd probably have to wake up at 5 in the morning and get up and go to a gym and then, do my commute, and I'd have to plan and measure my food. And I also don't have a place to keep my food anymore at work. There's no break room. There's no refrigerator. So the best I can do is like a cool bag in my car, but I just don't. That just hasn't been very doable for me. So I'm eating out a little too much and going to Whole Foods and trying to pick something healthy, but what I'm picking at the end of the day is too carb heavy in one way or another, whether it's fruit or whether it's agave or whether it's a vegan taco in a shell of cabbage or whatever. Even, it doesn't look like carbs on the outside. What I'm picking up does not scream like, Keisha, these are carbs, stay away. But the things I'm eating, just when I log them in, I'm seeing there's just too many carbs on there. So how do you guys, make yourselves day in and day out stay at that level of, kind of obsession and discipline with losing weight? Maybe it's because other people are having more success, and that is more inspiring than not having a lot of success like me. So I don't know. I guess I just don't want to accept that I'm done and that I'm not going to lose any more weight. And I don't want to get too comfortable in this state of not having any touchstones or any weight loss community or any support group anymore. When I was in Monterey, I had a nurse's appointment with my nurse practitioner, and I weighed and measured every 2 weeks, and I had a support group, and I don't have that anymore, and I'm having trouble finding the time to find it. And I'm not being true to myself, I guess. So I'm doing this to myself, and I don't want to be too hard on myself, but at the same time, I've got to get real and figure out how it is that I can get back on track with the things that I was doing after surgery that were working for me. And I have evolved back into a sort of a more normal life, a much healthier life than what I used to have. But 67 pounds lost is not, it's good. Certainly, I wouldn't probably have been able to do that without weight loss surgery, but I need to lose at least another 80 pounds to be at a healthy weight, and I'll still be too heavy for, what most people would like to see themselves weigh. But I'm not nearly done yet. I'm not even halfway done. So I can't be satisfied with this result, and I've got to find a way to kick myself in the ass and get my motivation back and get my discipline back. So if you guys have any advice on how you are maintaining your discipline, because I see your videos, I know some of you are drinking, I know some of you are, you know, going to parties and having some social life and doing things again and not just living in the bubble of losing weight. So how are you finding a balance between living your lives now after surgery and staying true to your goal? Because I'm struggling with that. I'm very much struggling with it. And how do we as food addicts or people with, you know, obviously we don't necessarily know how to have a healthy lifestyle because we got so heavy to begin with that we had to have weight loss surgery. So, well, we know what to do. It's not second nature to me yet to live that healthy lifestyle, and to stick with it and to do that, you know, 95% of the time. So, when you know what you need to do, but you don't know how to start doing it again, like working out, it's like what you go through every January, you know, first, like, I'm going back to the gym. I swear I'm going to start working out and being healthy. We know what we need to do, but how do you make yourself really do it? That's the question, I guess, in long-term weight loss. So anyway, I'm in a good place. I'm loving Los Angeles. I love my apartment. I feel good that I finally have a job, and I'm only a week into it, but I'm glad to have something to cling on to now and to hopefully start a routine. And I hope things get better from here. I really, really want to do this. I want to lose weight, and I want to be a success, and I don't want to hate myself anymore for not taking care of myself and for not being disciplined. And I want to respect myself, and I don't. I still don't. So I don't know. I'm in a good position to make my life better, and I hope that I can make myself take this opportunity and kick myself in the butt and, you know, not veer off the path that I've been on. I veered off, but I need to get back on the right road, and I don't really know how to win the battle with myself. So that's where I'm at. Hope it's going better for you. I don't know. Whenever I log in for these things, I know it sounds like I'm kind of complaining or whining, but I mean, I think the end of this Sunday is like my Saturday, and it's the first time I've really had a chance to sit down and think about the week, and I'm a little bit reflective. So I'm sorry if I am not as funny and fun as a lot of people on here are. I'm kind of more in a self-reflection phase right now, but I hope that you can relate to things I'm talking about, and maybe you've been there, or maybe I can help you avoid some of those things yourself in your journey. But anyway, thank you for all my new subscribers. Thank you to those of you who reach out and keep in touch with me. I am loving watching you on Instagram and your videos, and I'm sorry that I don't always take the time to comment. I'm very involved in your journey. I just don't always reach out as much as I should, but I really am thankful to be able to watch you guys and see your success and to be part of your community. So have a great week. I will see you in week 31, and I hopefully will be on a better path next week. Okay, guys, signing out. This is Keisha Goodbye Girl. Have a great week.